even through the simplest things. For those who still have a life partner, moments of intimacy, even something as simple as holding hands or embracing while sleeping, can be the thread that keeps two hearts from falling into silence. And for those who live alone, maintaining a private habit, if born from love and listening, is also a way to keep the flame alive in the soul, rather than letting it quietly fade into unspoken loneliness. After the age of 65, our body begins to speak to us in a different language. The heartbeat slows down, our steps lose their agility, and sleep becomes harder to maintain through the night. And there is one deeply personal thing few dare to mention, yet it connects quietly to all the above: the habit of intimate self-connection. You know, when we were younger, it all felt natural, effortless. But at a certain age, we begin to feel tired after each time, a bit lightheaded, heart racing, trouble sleeping, or waking up in the middle of the night without inner peace. Is it age? Is it something we're doing wrong? Or is it just our body gently whispering, we need to listen to each other more? I used to wonder that too, and eventually realized this private habit, seemingly simple, can significantly affect health in our later years. It can disrupt sleep if done too close to bedtime. It can strain the nervous system if done too often without allowing time to recover. It can even affect blood pressure, heart rate, emotions, and the overall mood the next day. It's not something to fear, not something to stop. It's something to understand. Because an aging body needs gentleness, needs time, and needs to be heard more deeply. In this video, I'll sit with you as we reflect on how intimate habits affect the heart, nervous system, sleep, and hormones. Learn to recognize when the body is tired and discover the benefits of adjusting our rhythm to suit our current health. We're no longer chasing desires. We're in the stage of learning to listen to our body like an old friend. If you've ever felt exhausted after a restless night, if you've ever struggled to talk about private emotions, then I invite you to sit with me today, to quietly hear a story about balance, health, and the dignity of growing older. There is something everyone past the age of 65 eventually realizes. The body no longer operates the way it once did. Things once familiar and pleasant now feel different. Some quietly admit that after private moments, they no longer feel relaxed, but instead notice their heart racing, slight dizziness, and a fatigue that lingers the whole day. Sometimes it's just a broken night of sleep, or waking up at midnight with a hollow feeling that has no name. And it's not wrong. It's just that now, the body is speaking in a new language, more subtle, more silent, and what we need is to listen with the tenderness of someone who has walked with this body for decades. After middle age, heart health and blood pressure become less stable than before. Each spike in heart rate, even during brief moments of intimacy, can place unexpected strain on a cardiovascular system that's gradually weakening. Blood vessels that were once flexible and elastic begin to stiffen, reacting more slowly to sudden stimulation. Many describe their hearts pounding harder than usual, needing to pause and breathe deeply just to return to a calm state. That's not necessarily a medical emergency. It's a gentle reminder that the body now needs a softer approach. No rushing, no forcing. And it's not just the heart. The aging nervous system also becomes more sensitive and tires more easily. Sudden surges of dopamine or adrenaline can lead to an energy crash if the body doesn't get time to recover. As dopamine drops, feelings of sluggishness, sadness, or lack of motivation can linger for hours or even days. Some mistake this for mild depression or confusion due to aging. But in reality, it's just the body asking for rest, asking for recovery, after spending too much energy in a short burst. Sleep, already fragile for older adults, can also be easily disturbed when private habits occur too close to bedtime. Many believe it helps them relax, but in fact, stimulating the nervous system before sleep can delay melatonin release, the hormone that controls sleep rhythms and deep rest. The result? We fall asleep easily, but sleep lightly, wake often, or rise too early, feeling unrested. If you've ever asked, "Why am I so tired today when I didn't do much?" the answer might lie in those small, seemingly harmless habits that subtly affect your heart, nerves, and hormones. Some even notice mild lower belly pressure, backaches, or tingling legs upon waking. Not alarming, but quiet signals from the body asking for gentler attention. Still, This doesn't mean emotional or physical needs are wrong or shameful. On the contrary, they remind us that we're still sensitive, still alive, still yearning to connect, even in the quietest of ways. The issue is not whether we do it or not, but how we do it. With awareness, with respect for our limits, and at the right time for safety and wellness. Perhaps the most important thing the body is whispering is this: slow down. Be gentle with me, because now what I need is not intensity, but harmony between the heart, the mind, and the body. Intimacy, even with ourselves, when done with awareness and care, can become a kind of medicine for the soul. It can ease loneliness, balance emotions, improve blood circulation, reduce stress, and lift our spirits. But done too often, at the wrong time, or without true inner connection, it can quietly drain us, disrupt our rhythms, and create long-lasting fatigue we don't expect. So before continuing any habit, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask softly, "Dear body, what do you truly need today?" Healing doesn't come from denial, but from knowing when to continue, when to rest, and doing both with kindness to ourselves. In the quiet world of older adults, some things are rarely spoken of, but always present, like the silent beat of a heart. Intimacy, whether with a partner or with oneself, isn't just instinct. It can be a source of healing energy if we know how to listen and care for it at the right time, in the right way. It would be a pity to look at it only through shame, or to abandon it thinking, "At my age, I don't need this anymore." The truth is, when embraced with understanding and gentleness, these private moments can offer immense benefits for both body and mind. They can improve circulation and gently support heart health. A naturally rising, controlled heart rate allows blood vessels to open, promoting better flow, lowering pressure, and restoring elasticity, like a quiet internal exercise precious at this age. Beyond the body, intimacy touches the soul and nervous system deeply. Our bodies are designed to release feel-good hormones like oxytocin, the bonding hormone, endorphins, the natural painkillers, and dopamine, the pleasure messenger. If these moments come without pressure, in calmness, they soothe the brain after a long day, ease stress, and ward off feelings of sadness, emptiness, or isolation. Especially for older adults facing insomnia, intimacy at the right time, like during the day or early afternoon, can help reset the natural rhythm of sleep. Many share that just feeling connected, comforted by a touch or a shared moment, help them sleep better. No more long nights filled with sighs and tossing. Most importantly, what intimacy brings is the feeling of being loved by yourself. At this age, with more wrinkles and a changing body, still choosing to care, to caress, to spend time with yourself is a gesture of deep dignity. It reminds us that we're still alive, still sensitive, still capable of connecting with ourselves and with others. What matters is not whether we engage in intimacy, but how we approach it. When done at the right moment, in the right measure, and with a sense of respect. Not rushing, not forcing, not judging. It becomes not only safe, but essential for holistic health. Physical, emotional, and mental. If anyone ever made you feel embarrassed for having feelings, please let that go. If the past made you ashamed of this very natural need, please forgive yourself. Because in the end, the most precious intimacy is the one you have with your own inner self, without hiding, without denial, without rejection. At some point in life, people no longer ask, "What can I still do?" But instead, "What can I still feel?" And if the answer is, "I still feel things stir inside me," then, dear one, that is the most beautiful thing you still carry with you through these long years. Growing older doesn't take away all that's beautiful. It simply invites us to live slower, see deeper, and love ourselves better. Private emotions and small desires, far from being shameful, are in fact very human, very real, and deserve to be acknowledged. When seen in the right light and cared for gently, they can become a soft source of life, helping us feel that we are still, beautifully, ourselves. And if today you had the courage to look into that emotion, to hear your body's quiet voice, and to no longer judge yourself for what's completely natural, then you have taken a powerful step toward healing and inner freedom. If this video sparked something in you, a sense of empathy, a silent breaking open, or simply the realization that I am not alone, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. You can share a small story, a passing feeling, or just say, "I understand this." Trust me, Someone out there will read it and feel comforted, thanks to you. And if you believe this video could help someone, an elderly friend, a quiet family member, or someone who's hidden emotions behind a tired smile, please share it with them. Who knows? This might be the simplest, most beautiful gift you could offer them today. Thank you for staying until the very end. May you live gently, truthfully, and always with a soft gratitude for yourself. I'll see you in the next journey, where together we will continue to listen, soothe, and protect what is most precious in life, the emotional aliveness of being.